we're back. We've got our game here. I've been working on the little hub world for this game. This is what we got so far. Here's our character doing some jumping around, a little bit of flying. We've got a sun flying around. The sun actually orbits the Earth or the world. Which I kind of like that. We've got this generic skybox that I've used many times. I love how the particles, because they're transparent, they like change color depending on where you look. You can kind of just fly. I didn't really realize this. The moment you let go, if you jump enough, then you can kind of just fly. I don't know why, but that's fine. Let me get my links posted here. Send that off, publish it, confirm. Sweet. Okay. I gotta decide what I want for the size of this planet, and I'm thinking maybe I go way smaller. Ugh. Let's go ahead and populate this surface again. We got the sphere. Okay. Source mesh. We got grass. Okay. Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We do a little bit of that, and then we do like 30,000. Okay. Now all of our trees. We delete. Our player, we just move closer to the surface. Let's see how this looks. RCB, what's up? What in the world? It's so late. What the heck is going on here? Well, it is currently 9:48 in the morning because I now live in Finland. So it's not too late for me. But I need to stream earlier and earlier to be able to catch people who used to be able to watch my stream. Okay, I kind of like this size. What do you think of my little planet here? I like this. I think this is about as small as I would want to go. Here, RCB, I'll show you, good to see you again, by the way. I'll show you the more cinematic scene that we have here. Here we've got our planet that has the battle going on. Got spaceships getting blown out of the sky. Got our tanks over here doing damage. Change the game again. Yes, indeed. This one's a lot easier though because I don't have to make gameplay. You don't do anything in this game. You just watch things mostly. These guys always aim a little bit too far right for some reason. Come on, guys. You can do it. You can take him out. There we go. Okay. I love these auto turrets. I think I'll continue to work on the hub world for now. But this world I will be putting more work into. I just need to make more buildings mostly and then get started on the mechs. Trying to make a lived-in world where things just happen, kinda. It'll follow a story, but you just kind of watch it unfold. There might be some little puzzle elements or something, but mostly like you're just going to be following on this world, you're going to be following a couple of mech units that are fighting their way through the city while this giant battle is happening around them. And you can kind of follow their story and follow them through the map. I'm thinking maybe only like a 10 to 15 minute story, something like that. But this is just one world, and then from the hub world, this world, you can connect to completely different dimensions. And each one will be, you know, maybe 10, 15 minutes, and it will have its own story and completely different setting. Like, completely different setting. Like, it could be a fantasy world, could be a regular world, it could be a sci-fi, it could be anything. But from your home planet here, you can connect and just watch these little stories happen. That's the plan, at least. So I'm going to continue some work on this hub world here. Let's go grab some trees. Yoink that guy over there. Grab all of these guys. This is the hard part, is like populating this, because everything has to kind of align. Yeah, let's just put these right next to them. Yeah, I think this RCB, this is the way that I kind of should be going, because Then I can do what I'm good at, which is mostly just vibes. Why am I getting no outlines on these guys? This is just a classic issue with that outline shader. Let's see what happens when I turn on this outline shader. Now these are completely black, so there's clearly something nice. Why do these outline shaders and stuff have to be so terrible? I just want it to show an outline on these guys. But there's something with the mesh, maybe. Does that mean I need to, like, rebuild my meshes? These are just blend files, right? Joined, okay. Maybe I can go into my walking sim and pull better ones. Tree 1, okay, this is standard. Save as. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to sneeze here. Walking sim, assets, 3D. Tree 2. Open that. Save as, and then we gotta go all the way back to Jank Jam, assets, 3D, foliage. Okay, now we go open again. We go all the way back for our third tree. And 1 is red, 3 is green, 2 is purple. Okay. We can do this. Hopefully this makes a difference and suddenly they show up. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Instantiate. Tree 2. Instantiate. Tree 3. Instantiate. Tree 3 joined. Delete. Tree 2 joined. Delete. Let's see what happens. Maybe it'll just work now. It does not just work. There is no outline. Why? Why? Please tell me why. Oh, we do have some weirdness. Maybe? If I just do that, does that fix it? Seems like it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and doubt that that's going to change anything, but whoa, that changed things on tree 3. Weird. Or is this tree 3 that I'm editing? Ah, it is. Okay. I thought it was the purple one, but that's because I had face orientation on. Okay. Does this change anything with outlines on this one? No. It does not. Let me go to this and do a standard material and just see if that affects anything. Seems like it does. Yeah, it seems like we do have... Okay. It's our materials then. Okay. Which means then that we don't even need all these trees. Oh, actually, you know what? We do. We just don't... We didn't need all the meshes, but... Well, I guess then in that case, we should just have tree 1 instantiated. Let's get rid of all of these other trees. Delete. Oh, whoops. Let's go to tree 2. Let's go ahead and delete that. Okay. Tree 3, go ahead and delete this. Now we go here, we grab all the joined ones, we delete, remove. Here we just instantiate this. Same with over here. Make editable children. Make editable children. Okay, now for this one. The leaves, surface material override. Roughness 1, metallic 0, perfect, albedo. Tree 1, we're doing red. We're gonna go ahead and save this. Save as red leaves. Put that in our materials. Save. Okay. Trunk. Surface material override. We're going to do new standard. Go here. We're going to make it red. I mean brown. Okay. Save as brown trunk. Save. Boom. Okay. Now we go here. Trunk. Surface material override. We do a quick load. Brown trunk. Sick. On the leaves. Tree 2, we're going to have purple. Purple right there. That looks good. We can save this. Save as purple. Purple leaves. Okay, but we need this in our materials. Sick. Okay, tree 3. Quick load, we do the trunk. Dope. Material override, new standard material. This one is going to be the green. Go to our albedo here. And let's do a light green like that. Save as green leaves. Save. Okay. Now let's see if our outlines work, because we've now switched the materials. Come on, show me some outlines. Where's my trees at? Okay, now we got outlines. They are somewhat aggressive outlines, it seems like. Does not look that great against the background. How much do I care right now? Not a ton. Oh, you know what it is? It's because the... So if I go to hub, I need to change my outline shader here. Let's do 0.05, 0.06, I guess. Let's just do less of a outline, I guess, on this world. So on this world, we get less of an outline. Where's my trees? There they are. Oh, it still looks really weird. What's going on here? What's my anti-aliasing for this? Do I have TAA on? No, I don't. I don't know what that dithering thing would do. Now I don't even see an outline up close. Why is that? Let's also go back to our main scene over here. Did this change my outline shader over here? No. Good. So I can have it different on the different worlds. Oh, there's just some weirdness with the lighting, I think. Okay. This is technically a directional light. I should rename it so then I know. Is it just a lighting thing? Or do I just have to do no outline here? I mean, that's fine. I can have completely different looks for every different world. Doesn't need to be consistent. Maybe I do just get rid of the outline on this planet. Give it a more flat look like this. We do get some weird lighting stuff. Where'd my trees go again? I'm always on the wrong side of the planet. What's up with all the light, like over bright stuff? It's just a shadow distance, maybe? I don't know. Oh, why am I stuck? Maybe I got stuck under the thing. Let's do collision shape 7, or height of 7. I don't know. We'll see. There's my trees. Everything's super bright. Maybe it does just look better without an outline. Also, the other thing we need to do, some of these trees need to be scaled up. Grab these. Bring them over here. This is the hard part, is I need to populate this planet in a good way to make it feel better. But placing these trees is kind of annoying to have to do. Just a lot of manual stuff. Okay, we're gonna grab these guys. Let's duplicate them. We don't need trees all over the entire thing, but okay, let's reset this guy's scale. Let's pick one of these other guys, make him scale to... Make this guy scale 1.5. Okay, now we got like a little wooded section, I guess. Oh, some of these trees are floating. Which one was that? Is that over here? Oh, this guy right here. Some of them aren't perfectly aligned. I don't really mind at this point. That guy's floating. Any other floaters over here? No. Now we're just doing a lot of tree aligning, which is not fun. I keep like setting up 10% of the trees I need and then being like, I need to just make this planet smaller, and then I delete all the trees I added. Just doing it manually is, it's not great. There was that one plugin I remember where you could place trees. What was that called again? Scene scattering tool. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Wait, simple asset placer. What was it? Scatter? No, it's scene. What did I just say it was? Goodness sakes. Scene scattering tool. Okay. Okay, it's not in the asset library. We could try this. Because this could be really helpful too, just in general. Okay. What do they call this? Asset placer? Enable in project settings, open asset placer doc. Okay. Project settings, plugins, simple asset placer. Ooh, look, we got all this stuff. Surface alignment enabled. Smooth transforms. Random Y rotation. Perfect. Let's delete all these trees. So now how do I use this? Okay, collision based. Sick. Okay, let's look at the README. But he said they had a README. All right, let's go here. Simple asset placer. Godot. Full documentation's in the README. Sick. Where is the README? Ah, it's here. Okay. On there. All right. Open the asset placer doc right panel. Asset placer right there. Sick. Switch to the 3D models or mesh libraries tab. Nice. So we have our scenes here. Oh boy. Surface align on. This ain't working. How do I delete all the stuff that I just added? Do I just go here and yeah. Delete and delete and delete. It seems to kind of take over. So surface align on. Now I'm just adding stuff. Oh my goodness. This is getting me. Settings, placement and behavior. Align with surface normal. Perfect. Random Y rotation. Yep. Why does it keep adding? Oh, okay. Literally just no matter what, we'll always add one. I also can't. How do I get out of this? What is going on? Okay. Start placement. Move your mouse into 3D. Okay. Q. Oh, or mouse wheel to rotate. Okay. Different assets without leaving the viewpoint. Left click. Escape to exit. Okay. All right. Let's go back to asset placer. Enable grid snapping, I guess. Okay. We're going to go. All right. All right. What is going on here? Okay. It just does not allow me to do that. Let's turn off grid. Let's get my music back. All right, we're going to figure this out. Hopefully this works. I want it to align to the surface normal. Oh my goodness. It just takes over the... There we go. Now we're on collision based again. All right. Surface align on. Oh my goodness. You know, the surface aligning thing really doesn't work. Okay, we put a tank in the scene. This is cool, but why doesn't it allow me to align with the surface? Also, why is all my stuff floating? Does that have something to do with it? I'm going to just press play and see what happens. Is all my stuff floating again? No. But it is in the editor for some reason. Oh, these guys are all floating. They're all floating. Did I mess with the scale or something? Ah, I messed with the position. Would that have something to do with it? Let's see here. Okay, still not working. Let's turn off these Y transforms. Still doesn't care. Let's go ahead and I guess just reload our current project. I really just want this to work so I can just place things and not have to worry about surface alignment. That other plugin I used before, I think it worked. I just need to find it again. Why? Let's turn off align with surface normal. See if it just works. No. Okay, let's turn on align with surface normal. So it is running into that. It's just not doing anything to align with the surface normal. Wait. Static body. Okay, now it's there again. That's how it got moved. Okay, this is clearly just not working. This song is so aggressive. All right. What do we got? What can we do? Okay. Let me think. Parent selection via context menu. Set as ascent parent. Okay, maybe this will do it. It scaled everything up because this is a scaled up thing. Why are all these normals just not getting... detected? What happens if I go... Oh my goodness, you can't zoom out. Okay. Well, it was fun while it lasted. We almost had something that works, but plugins are just rough sometimes. Like, it's so hard to find ones that actually do what you want them to do. So we're going to go back and we're going to do the scene scatter tool. Asset library, scene scatter. It's by Xylan. Ooh, atmosphere shader. Let me just download this one. But there was another one. Yeah, scene scattering tool. Did my Godot just crash? How do I use this atmosphere thing? Xylan. Atmosphere Godot. As a child of your planet node. Hey, look at that. We got something. What is up with this? Where's my atmosphere? That's the sun, don't need that. Don't need the ground. Just need that. Cube, moon, don't need that. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Oh, height. Sun path, we're gonna do alright. What does this look like? Appears to look like nothing. Looks great in the editor though, or it seems like it could look great. Hey, we got an atmosphere. Oh, it just kind of disappears at certain times. Yeah. Well, that looks pretty good while you're on it. Let's make this height 50. Oh. It's kind of muddy and dark. But we do get sunrises. This could be good. But it does look very kind of dirty. What is the size of this thing? It's 2, and then this. I don't know what the size of this is, but. Ah. Planet radius. Does that change anything? Yes, it does. Makes it so it doesn't work. Okay. 50. $75. Ooh, this is kind of nice. Ah, why does it disappear? I mean, you're probably not going to get that high up, but... But I wouldn't mind if you were able to go further out. Why does it just disappear for a bit? What is it about this distance that makes it just disappear? I don't know, but this is kind of cool. I'm going to keep it. Wait, what is force full screen? We're going to do that. See if that does something. Cloud's rotation speed. Hey, force full screen makes it not disappear, I think. Okay, we got ourselves a little mini atmosphere. Thank you to Xyland for that. Does look a little weird because you can't really see it through the... Maybe we make it just a little bit higher. 80? Let's try this. This does get a little dusty. Oh, but then we get a nice clear sky. I think this is cool. We can play around with it. That whole thing of making it not show up in front is kind of annoying. Like, you can see all of the grass, but you can't see the... Let me also make sure that these... Maybe I need to do this on the multi-mesh. Like this, 100. So then they start fading out pretty fast. Oh. Well, that's not good. Why are they all just transparent now? Dependencies? Okay. Change that to dependencies, then maybe... There we go. Okay, now we've got our grass back. Oh, but they all just disappear at the same time. Yeah. Does this make them all disappear up close? Yep. Why? Okay. Okay, that's okay. That works. Let's do 100 here, and let's maybe make this 400. Now the atmosphere still does not show up in front of the planet; it's only around it. RJO, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Okay, it's still full bright around it. And that just makes it really hazy. So you can still see this thing completely. I want it to show up in front of this. How do we do this? Oh. Clouds show up in the editor, but just not in the actual game. Which is fine, I don't need clouds on this planet. Unshaded. Weird. Oh, this is what we want right here. Well, I can't seem to make it care about that, but that's fine. I was in an ad. I don't know if you said anything. Oh, I just said, what's up, man? Could try a blend ad. Because I'm trying to just adjust this to... what is a blend ad? I just want to make sure that the atmosphere does kind of show up over the planet. This doesn't seem to do anything. Because I don't think we even have clouds enabled. Blend add here. Still seems like it doesn't show up in front of the planet, but that does look kind of cool. Doesn't necessarily need to show up in front. It's just because I don't know if I'm gonna have the player off of the planet ever. Maybe it is showing up in front. Can't really tell. I could also just do ooh, what happens when I do fog like that? Let's do a 0.3. No, point. Whoops. What do I have it at? 0.01? 0.1? Oh, then you get this weirdness. Point 0.05, 0.02. Sky effect should be 0. Did you get the shader from Godot Shaders? Is there a link? I'd really appreciate it. Yeah. I literally just found it's a plugin from Xylan Atmosphere. I'm using it wrong. I just pulled in the test thing and the test demo scene, which is right here. Okay, looks like I can't open it. Anyway, but it's called Xylan Atmosphere. You can find it on the asset library right there, Atmosphere Shader. It's pretty sick. I'm just kind of trying to jank it into working in my game without really putting much thought into it. Let's do maybe a little bit more of a blue color. Yeah. On the fog. And let's see how that works. Thanks, I found it. Okay, nice. Depth pre-pass alpha. Fog kind of helps. It does actually kind of help. Just having like a little bit more fog. And I do like the look of this. Let me try that, what you were saying. So, depth, pre-pass alpha. Maybe. I mean, I think in some ways it looks good enough for what I need. Especially once it is going to have some scenes on it. The problem is this asset placer plugin that I just got. I set it to do, align with surface normal, and it just never does. Wait, normal offset? That's the normal offs. Okay, weird. Anyway, this asset placer does not work. So I'm going to go to project settings, simple asset placer, turn that off. Close, save, delete. Then we're gonna go grab our other asset placer. Blend add was good though. Yeah, let me try. I'll go back to that. Yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah, that's definitely better. Because then the fog is even more noticeable. You like the skybox? Yeah. Proton Asset Placer has something like that. I think that's the one I need. Because I need to just be able to place trees on this. It's so annoying having to turn them and, you know. RJL, let me show you real quick this is the game that I was talking about yesterday, or not yesterday, whenever I streamed and you popped in. I only showed the kind of building plugin that I was working on, but this is the one that I told you about a little while ago when I popped in your stream, where you're basically just an observer and watching things happen. So you start out on that little planet that I have, and you go to different worlds via portals. And Like this world is just going to be a big battle that's happening, and there's going to be a story that you follow of some mechs that are pushing their way down the street, fighting things in their way. There's going to be a storyline with it, some like scripted stuff, and then maybe some puzzle elements to like get you to the next section of the story. But otherwise, mostly just vibes and just huge battles or huge scenery or cool visuals. And every world is going to be completely different. And I'm thinking like maybe 10 to 15 minutes of like story per world. But otherwise, you just kind of watch stuff happen. This is awesome. Thanks, man. Yeah, I love the vibe of it. Like, I just love watching these tracers fly by. It's so fun. And watching these spaceships get shot out of the sky, the small ones. But the hub world is where you get, like, introduced to each new world. So I'm going to have a fantasy world that's going to be in this massive, oversized jungle, I think. I'm going to have, like, a Candyland world, which is like just literally a Candyland style place. Everything is going to be wildly different. Every world that you go to, completely different, and just try to nail the vibe and the look. Like this city, I know once I start actually adding more buildings and stuff, then the vibe is going to be on point. Great job, thank you, man. I appreciate it. And then I don't have to worry about gameplay that much. As in, like, creating a loop. I do have to do all the work to make these stories work. And do a lot of animating, I think. Because especially on this one, I'm going to have the mechs walking down the street, and they're going to have, like, their scripted moments where they fight things, and then... So that'll be interesting, but... Oh, I love seeing that, though. Just all these tracers going up. Some of them ricochet. But, oh, this is, Spaceships Blowing Apart is great. How did you do it? So I've got the 3 different parts. I've got the 2 engines and then, like, the cockpit hole sort of thing. And they're just rigid bodies, but they're frozen, so they don't move at all or get affected. And then the parent is a character body. So the parent is just a character body that's flying in a straight line. And then when they take enough damage, the character body, kind of like the rigid bodies, become unfrozen. And then they also become unparented from the character body. So they just kind of turn on their physics and unparent themselves, and then I apply like a small force to them. And it works pretty well. I think I'll use that for like when these tanks over here, right now they're just glitched in the center here. But when they die, hey, TYM, what is up, brother? How you doing? I still call you TYM after all this time. I know people call you Tim, but, you know. Thank you for the raid, bro. How was your stream, brother? But yeah, these tanks, once they, in the real version, when they blow up, then I think I'll do the same thing with the turret, where the turret turns into a rigid body and it pops off or activates. But yeah, it works pretty well. Also, RJL, I need to follow your system of making the explosions with the shader thingy that you were showing me, because that would be sick. Rough, it's so ratty tonight. I haven't played in a while. How's the game going? Game's going good. I'll show you. So obviously we have this world where we've just got big space battle going on, or sci-fi battle. Tanks rolling down the streets. Tracers flying everywhere. But I haven't worked on this one in a little while. I'll show you the main hub world where you like kind of spawn and hang out. That's going to be this one right here. this world actually, the sun orbits the world. But I need to fill this out with like trees, the main little central place where you load into the different worlds, because the whole idea with this game is I'm going to have it where you go to completely different worlds and you just, visit alternate dimensions all over the place. So this is going to be like the central hub world where you like choose which worlds to go to, which stories to experience, that type of thing. But yeah, I was like, maybe it'll look like the Earth is orbiting the sun, but then I realized, no, the background isn't changing. Also, this skybox, I forgot to answer, was it RJL that you asked about it? This is just one that I found online. I'm going to eventually have to like buy one, because I just literally found this online somewhere, downloaded it like 2 years ago or something, and I've had it on my computer, and it's just really nice looking, so I threw it in here. Rotate the skybox, I can do that. It would have to align with, I guess, I mean, one thing I can do is rotate the world, but then I have to rotate the player on the world. Gamers don't look up anyway. Yeah, plus, it's not meant to be a real world, you know? This is meant to be kind of a crazy, crazy world. You are just literally a floating cube, so that is your character. Floating cube that doesn't even rotate. Like when you turn and move, like, yeah. I don't think we need to worry about sun physics, you know? I do love these little particle trails. It's just the most simple thing, but just adds a lot. I like how we get like kind of realistic sunsets. Where's our sunrise? It's going to be over. Oh, right there. Okay. Nice. Let me get my music back on. Look at Trello. Oh, boy. I haven't looked at Trello in so long. Do we even have this game on Trello? Let's see. We do not have this game on Trello, as far as... Okay, we have now created a Trello board just for this project. All right, what are our tasks? Create, let's see here, backlog, let's do a list. Let's do another one, in progress. Let's do ideas. Let's do done. Okay, move this over. In progress, build hub world. Plugins to look at. That was Proton, was it? The one that you had just mentioned? Have a good night. Time for Timmy bedtime. Sounds good. Well, thank you for the raid, brother. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good night's sleep. Yeah, take it easy. Good to see you again, as always. Backlog here. I've got create Candyland scene, create fantasy scene, create mechs. I'm just going to be adding some stuff here so I remember that I have these tasks. Scene manager system, main menu, things like this. Build hub world. What do we need for this? We need trees. Come on, trees. We need Stonehenge-like stuff. Let's go ahead and do something like that now. I'm going to go into Blender. We're going to start a new one. General. Grab everything. Delete it. Shift A. Add a mesh. Cube. Okay, let's go to edit mode. Let's go to wireframe here. Let's Let's make some sort of a obelisk. Go here. We're going to scale this to that. This is just going to be extremely simple. Can we grab all of these and Alt-E extrude along normals? And yes, we can. Nice. Sick. Okay. Whoops. Planet. We'll just put these in the... Well... Let's do a new folder. Hub World Assets. Call this an obelisk. Save that. Let's go to our material view. Grab everything. Let's give it a material. Stone. Base color. Actually, you know what? Should we do this here or should we just do a surface material? Let's give it a base material just to have something. Let's have roughness high. Metallic, I guess, a little bit high. Okay. It just looks like that. That's all it looks like. Simplest low poly option. Okay. Now we go to our hub world. We need to create a new scene. New folder, hub world scenes. Where's our hub world? Okay, right here. Create a new scene. This is going to be a 3D obelisk. Okay. Obelisk is going to have obelisk instantiated. Okay, let's maybe play around with some surface material overrides. Let's go to... Because I wonder, I could do a like a noise pattern. Albedo, let's go kind of dark blue. I kind of like that. Metallic texture, let's do a noise texture. Fast noise light, let's do a new gradient, sure. Roughness. Fast noise light. Hey, that's not bad. Oh, in 3D space. Okay, cool. Seamless. Cool. Sure. As a normal map? I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just selecting things. Color ramp. Let's do a gradient. Ooh. As a normal map gives it kind of a real texture. Okay. Sick. All right. I have no idea what I'm doing, but things are looking kind of cool. Can I do a noise texture here too? New gradient. All right, we got something. Let's go to our hub world. Let's grab our obelisk. How does this look in the real world? Okay. Pretty cool. A little bit dark. Let's go back to our obelisk. Whoops. Yeah, this brings up the lightness. Perfect. Oh, interesting. Now they're almost like kind of rusty plus blue. Okay, let's go back to here. Seamless and as normal map. Okay, interesting. Now it's more blue. Let's turn up the brightness on this. And that's a bit too much. Let me get rid of the color ramp. Get rid of the noise. Ooh. Let's go to our metallic and let's do this as seamless. Wait. Seamless. Okay, that's not bad if we change the color. Oh, we maybe do in 3D space. That gives it a little bit more. Okay. Let's go back to this color. Ooh. I like that. That's kind of galaxy-like. Ooh, wow. Now these are like red in the sunlight. That's something we can play with. That's kind of cool. What happens if I turn back on my outline shaders? How do they look with outlines? Of course, then my grass all looks outlined. In the lighting, it's a little bit harder to see these outlines. Yeah, I kind of like it. Okay, we'll have to fill this planet up with as much as possible. Unfortunately, I think I have to leave pretty quick here. Let me double check. I think I'm good for a little bit. What was I gonna do? Things I need to do on this planet. I need to build the mechs that are gonna be walking down the street. These tanks are gonna blow up some of these enemies here. And then the tanks themselves will get destroyed by one of these flying spaceships. It's going to swoop in and blast them all, drop bombs on them or something. And then that will come back in for another shot, and then maybe the mechs will step out and blow up one of the spaceships and then start marching down the street, destroying everything. We're going to try to have tanks all over this area fighting various things. I just want things fighting all over the place. Just a huge battle. I need to make those things actually explode. These tanks are always shooting too far right. There's something wrong with the way I'm aiming. I want them to have inaccuracy, but not like... Yeah. We'll figure it out. I do love my little auto turrets here. They're just a glowing orb. Then I need to fill out this city, because it's rather empty. Need to add some sound effects. Okay, let's start writing some of this down in the Trello. Sound effects. Actually, you know what? Let's create a new list. SFX. Spaceship. Explode. Metal hitting ground for when the spaceships crash. Tank explode. Mech firing main guns. Mech firing rockets. I kind of want to look into this proton thing now. Proton. In a procedural, non-destructive. Automates the positions of assets. If you have lots, not do it by hand. Okay. Let's try this. Okay, this is bringing a bunch of assets in. Okay. Proton scatter. Okay, we need to look up how to do this. This can crash everything if you make the numbers big and stuff. All I need is trees scattered in a way that is consistent every time you load in. I don't want to have to place these things by hand. And it's just the trees, really. Let's look at YouTube. Let's do Proton Scatter tutorial. Godot 4 tutorial.
Hello everybody, I'm Godot Guru and today we're gonna use Proton Scatter to add trees and rocks to our open world game. Okay, so start by downloading Proton Scatter from the asset library. Then in your terrain, add a Proton Scatter. And you have a bunch of settings here like the amount and much more here and here. Then you have the item you want to scatter. I'm gonna use the pine tree and set the source override to 3 on the scale. Then we have the scatter shape. And I like to use the box shape, and I'm gonna set the size to 1000 on the X and Z and move it up to 200 on the Y so it will be above the terrain. And then in the Proton Scatter, set the terrain length 194, which is the height of the shape minus the height of the water, and enable remove points on mix. And I want to set the amount to 1000. Now I went and added this little rock, and you can easily do it too.
Okay, let's do I need to add it to the sphere? Add a sphere shape, and then I think there's an option. Scatter shape, sphere shape. Scatter item. Okay, let me go back to this again. What was he saying?
To scatter, I'm gonna use the pine tree and set the source override to 3 on the scale. Then we have the scatter shape, and I like to use the box, and I'm gonna set the size on the X and Z and move it up to 200 on the terrain. And then in the Proton Scatter, set the terrain length 194, which is the height of the shape minus the height of the water.
So I bring this up here some. Ah, I see. Let's do like 200, 200, 200. Okay, that does not quite work. I mean, let's try the sphere shape. Okay. 150. Okay, cool. What about this here? We can do ray length. Let's do 200. Okay, so they are landing. Let's move that back. Ah, okay. There we go. I just had some transform issues. Okay. Are they all appearing in right there? Align with surface normal. Boom. Sick. That's working. But we have currently 2 trees. So maybe we need to make this shape a lot bigger. Uh, 250. 100. 150. Okay, we've got 2 showing up. Line with collision normal. Or collision normal. Yeah. So I've got that. Remove points on miss. Ah, I see. Ray direction. So these ones are all just looking in the wrong area, but this one maybe was just enough where it collided. So why... Do I just need to make it the same exact size or something? $120. Ah, now we're getting a little bit more. No, we're not. We're just getting 2. It needs to invert. Was that the negative? I don't know, ignore me. Okay, we've got a bunch of them spawning like that. Looks great, except for the fact that I just need them to hang out close enough to the, or to point towards that. Ray direction is y -1. Okay, around the Y we've got 360, but we need around the X. We could maybe do 360 there as well, and then 360 there. We should be getting more. That are pointed at, like this is pointed at the thing. Why is it not? Oh, wait. Maybe it is not. Do we have more sitting on the surface? We have a few more. But then some of the ones that are, oh, they're inside it. I see. Why are they all aligned on a plane? Whoops. Direction could be negative. Let's go back to 0 and 0 on that. The shape doesn't really seem to change much. Base shape. Path shape. No. Let's do our sphere shape again. Radius of 120. See, we get a couple that are there. If I turn it to negative, nothing happens. We could have a second one, maybe, that is negative, and it's 100. Ah, okay. So I can do that. That's kind of cool. Let's do like 90. Just so then we know that they're 95. Make sure they're not popping up inside. Okay. How come it doesn't scatter all around the sphere, though? Ah, that's why. Okay. Okay, so you need to turn off that. Then we can go here and we can do 360. 360. Boom. And then, I guess this we could do 150. Okay. We can remove points on miss. Okay, we're getting there. 300. Used on terrain 3D, so all of them are downwards. So that's why we have to do the randomized rotation, so just so we can get the raycasts to hit the planet in the first place. Sick. Okay, we have trees. Let's go ahead and do another duplication, but this one is going to be tree number 2. Open. We're going to do another one. This one is going to be tree number 3. Open. Okay. And that just converted some of them. All right, and let's go here and let's do 500 and just hope nothing breaks. Okay, sick. We now have trees. Very nice. Thank you for the suggestion, RJ. Appreciate it. Hey, look at that. We got trees. Collision work? Collision no work. I think there was something about keep static colliders. Is that it? Yes, that is it. Oh, we need to make sure that they are not on that. Tree 1. Whoops. Collision shape. Is it even using this collision shape? Or is it using the collision shapes of, let's go to debug, visible collision shapes. Let's see what it's given us. Yeah, I think that's... Oh, weird. Okay. Well, I can't see the collision shapes, but why is my player spring arm running into that? Should only look at one. Tree, that's on 4. Tree 2, that's on 4. Tree 3, that's on 4. Why are we running into those? We should not be. Turn off keep static colliders. Can we go through trees? Doesn't matter if we go through trees. We are just a cube. We are just a cube of energy. It's a better user experience right there. So we are going to accept the fact that we are just a cube of energy, and that's fine to go through trees. Little lore change. Energy can go through trees. Can't go through buildings, though, or planets. But it can go through trees. That's fine. You can hide in the tree if you want. Do we have one side of the planet that's just not covered at all? We do. Why? Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Do we just need to make a bigger... Scatter shape. Let's do 150. Why is it why is it only on top? Okay, scatter shape 2. We're gonna say 80. Goodness sakes. Let's go back up to 95. Okay. It appears to only want to put this above that hemisphere. Do we have two tree threes? Yes, we do. We can delete that one. Randomize transforms. Yeah, 0.15. What does that do? Slope. Do I need to just duplicate this whole system and go whoops, 1? Ah, there we go. Okay, that'll work. We just have to have 2 because it's not used to doing these sorts of situations. So we have 1 where the raycast points up. Now we have a full planet. Okay. Let's say that the bottom half of the planet has more. So let's go here and let's do amount 1,000. Okay. Let's try 2,000 and see if everything breaks. Okay, sick. So the bottom half is definitely more populated. Okay, we've got too many red and purple trees. Let's go to 1. Let's see. 3. Let's do like 300. Can I do it like that? Okay, now most of the trees should be green. Let's do even more than that. Let's do like 500. And scatter item 3. 500. I want a lot more green than the red and purple ones. Okay, now can we do random scales? I believe we can. Let's do 1, 1, 1. Wait a second. Did this just make them all bigger? No. Okay. Okay. We've got ourselves a little world here. Let's make the grass disappear a little quicker. There we go. Now, from a distance, that's a pretty good healthy medium right there of the grass disappearing. The planet itself still looks very low poly, but that's kind of fine. We do need the trees maybe to fade a little. I think we can do that in here. Wait, where can we do that? Is that just in here? Visibility range. Can I do that in here? Visibility range? No. But we can do it in here, and maybe I can do that. No, I have to do that on a mesh. Can't I just do it in the tree one blend file? Yes. Okay. We're gonna do 300, 100, or maybe we do 400. And then here, 400, 100. Self, re-import. Let's see how that looks. I need to reset my music again. I do need to bounce out pretty soon. But I'm just making so much progress. Okay. They are not disappearing. I mean, I don't know if I need the trees to disappear. But one thing we will do, tree one, we got trunks, leaves. Leaves. I need to yeah, do a little bit softer colors for these, I think. Yeah, that's pretty good, I think. Got our little obelisks here. Maybe we'll do some sort of a portal here. We also need to make our black hole character. Where am I doing that? Let's go 3D, I guess, hub world assets. No, we don't even need a hub world asset. What we need is just a scene, hub world scenes. Create new scene. This is going to be black hole. Gonna have a CSG sphere on it. This thing's going to have a shader material. We're gonna do new shader. Let's go ahead and find our shaders folder. Do we have? It's in our scenes for some reason. Now this is where we just try something, which is I go to t3.chat because I don't know anything about shaders, and I asked ChatGPT if it knows how to make a shader that would do what I need it to do. This is where sometimes ChatGPT can be pretty nice. Make a black hole shader in Godot shader language that would take a CSG sphere and give it a black hole look. Needs to warp the space around it. Let's see if it can do that. If it can, that would be sick. Imagine this just works. Depth draw, alpha prepass. What is it? Depth prepass alpha. Okay, this is hint range. Oh boy. It doesn't know. What is this stuff? Oh. Oh, but then I have to do a separate one? The hint. Wait, it's for float and int. I could do a uniform float. Okay. That does not work. Also, it didn't copy the whole thing. I gotta grab all this. Okay. Depth. Free pass alpha. Depth draw setting should be depth pre-pass alpha. And also the hint range is only for floats. Please just tell me it works. What's up, Zadok Speaks? Fragile human being. Yes, indeed. Let me play this. I'll show you. Does God may sit with us and be on your stream? It's kind of already here. Check out this world I'm making. We've got trees. We've got a planet. Got a little cube of energy. That's what we're up to today. Okay, let's see if ChatGPT got back to me. What else broke? Hint albedo. Source color. Source color. Goodness sakes. Screen texture has been removed in favor of hint screen texture. Wait, hint screen? Whoops. Add uniform sampler 2D screen near the top of your... Okay. Uniform sampler 2D screen texture, hint screen texture. Okay. Uniform sampler 2D screen texture, hint screen texture, filter, linear mipmap, blip. It's working, sort of. Look at this. Sort of. I don't know. Okay, let's grab our black hole scene. Let's throw it in the hub. I don't remember where I put that thing. Where's the player? Oh, okay. Right there. Black hole. Let's go back to the black hole. Let's go make this thing a radius of 5. Ooh, now we got something. It's just a little weird. Okay, hub. Interesting. We almost have something. It's just not doing anything to anything around it. Okay, let's go back to here. Oh, lensing center meshes. Okay. Okay, black hole. Broken. Get surface material override. Oh. Broken. Non-existent. Call. Okay. Let's go ahead and we're going to do this. CSG. Format equals csg.get surface material. Okay. Surface. What is this property? Okay, it's just dot material. Okay, maybe we can try this. Broken still. Clamped in vector 2. Why are we clamping? I don't care about that. Oh, okay. Something is happening. It's just not getting anything outside of the sphere. This will have to be something we play with, but I do have to bounce out now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and raid someone. Let me go find someone. Someone who's making games, maybe. But if you're interested in what I'm doing here, the games I'm making, there's the Discord link right there. You can join and see when I go live. TYM, thank you once again for the raid. Appreciate you being here. RJL, thank you for being here as well. Good to have you here as always. RCB, all of y'all. Let me see if I can find someone who I can raid. I don't recognize any of these, but I do recognize Shayla. He's playing a game.
Huh. I didn't know that.
We're going to send you over there.
I don't know. I think it's on my wish list maybe, and I've thought about playing it, but I don't know if I'll ever get it, to be honest.
But once again, thank you for being here. To everyone watching, anyone in the YouTube chat as well. Appreciate you guys. We're going to be back on again. Probably not tomorrow, but maybe, next week for sure. Because I think tomorrow I have stuff going on. But we'll be back to this. We'll be making progress. But good to see you all. Peace out. Have a good one.
What do you call
Bye.
It kind of feels like one of those like streamer bait games, you know, or clickbait games.
And to those of you